I remember it like it was yesterday, the time our faith was tested and strengthened. There was my mother, standing by the window, her eyes filled with worry as my brother and I slept, unaware of the challenges we were facing.
Oh Lord, what am I going to do? I know you're real, and I know that you love me.
Those words, I didn't understand them then, but they've guided me ever since. We had so little left, barely enough to eat and the clothes on our backs. Nothing else. Nothing. The creditors were like persistent hounds, hunting for their prey. They kept coming by asking for their money, and we just didn't have it.
Pay your debts, widow, or we'll take your sons as our slaves, and you'll never see them again.
She barely slept and could see the fear in my eyes, but one day, she lifted her eyes as if she was remembering something. She picked us up, grabbed a few things and took off running. I had no idea where we were going. We ran straight to the home of the prophet Elisha, the man of God. This was just the beginning of a miracle that would strengthen our faith forever. When we arrived at Elisha's house, I felt a sense of peace.
Prophet Elisha, please, I beg for your help. You know your servant, my husband, is dead. And now the creditors, they want to take my sons as slaves.
Tell me, woman, what do you have in your house?
All I have is a small jar of oil. That's all we have left.
I remember my little brother started crying then. He was always the sensitive one.
There, little one. Don't worry about any of these things. Our God is Jehovah Jireh. He sees and he provides.
I thought, Jehovah Jireh, God really sees me. That's something I'll never forget.
Now listen to me very carefully. Do exactly as I say. Go and borrow empty jars from all your neighbors. Don't ask for just a few. Borrow all you can, lock your doors, and then you pour your oil into those jars.
Oh yes, I'll do whatever you say. Thank you, Elisha.
We ran home faster than we'd ever run before. It felt like we were chasing a promise. I could hear the neighbors.
Hey, what are you all up to? What are you doing with all of those jars?
And then, it's like I was seeing a dream. Mom took our little jar of oil and it was divine. Like nothing I'd ever seen before or since. The oil flowed and kept flowing. It filled jar after jar.
Oh my, it's a miracle. God really does provide.
As we watched in awe, I felt a deep faith that God would always provide for us. So there we were, surrounded by jars of oil. It was like being in a sea of liquid gold. But then, we heard them.
What's going on in there? Do you have our money yet, woman? Your time is almost up.
Mom looked at us, and I could see the determination in her eyes. She just kept pouring. It was like a race against time. The oil versus the creditors. With each jar we filled, our faith got stronger.
Son, bring me more vessels.
But there were no more. We had borrowed all we could find. It was then and only then that the oil stopped flowing.
Thank you, Lord. This is way more than enough.
The light of the glory of God had wiped away all signs of darkness. We all felt it. The miracle had happened, and we were finally safe. When I woke up the next morning surrounded by all those jars, I knew it was real. I looked at Mom, and I saw gratitude in her eyes. She knew God had provided for us.
Boys, it's time. It's time to show these creditors what Jehovah has done.
You should have seen their faces. It was priceless. They could not believe what they were seeing. We had sold so much of that oil, and now we had more than enough to pay our debts.
How can this be? From nothing to a lifetime of provision? What kind of God is this?
Yes, not only did we have enough oil for ourselves, we had enough to help many others. Our whole village was blessed. And there was Elisha, watching from afar. He just smiled. His eyes twinkled with joy, seeing God's work unfold. That's when I understood. The Lord truly is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear?